68. Saṃyutta Nikāya 12, Sutta 26, Upavāṇa Sutta. Location: staying in Savatthi. At that time, Venerable Upava approached the Blessed One. Upon arrival, he paid homage to the Blessed One and sat to one side. Seated to one side, Venerable Upava said to the Blessed One, "Venerable Sir, some ascetics and Brahmins declare that suffering is self-made. Venerable Sir, some ascetics and Brahmins declare that suffering is made by others. Venerable Sir, some ascetics and Brahmins declare that suffering is both self-made and made by others. Venerable Sir, some ascetics and Brahmins declare that suffering is neither self-made nor made by others, but arises by chance. Venerable Sir, what does the Blessed One say about this? What does he teach? How should we answer to correctly represent the Blessed One's view, without misrepresenting him, to explain the Dhamma in accordance with the Dhamma, so that no legitimate criticism could stand?" The Blessed One replied, "Upava, I say that suffering is dependently arisen." Dependent on what? Dependent on contact. Saying this is correctly representing my view, not misrepresenting me, explaining the Dhamma in accordance with the Dhamma, so that no legitimate criticism could stand. Upava, those ascetics and Brahmins who declare that suffering is self-made, that too is conditioned by contact. Those who declare that suffering is made by others. Those who declare that suffering is both self-made and made by others. Those who declare that suffering is neither self-made nor made by others, but arises by chance. That too is conditioned by contact. Upava, it is impossible for those ascetics and Brahmins who declare that suffering is self-made to experience feeling without contact. It is impossible for those who declare that suffering is made by others. Those who declare that suffering is both self-made and made by others. Those who declare that suffering is neither self-made nor made by others, but arises by chance, to experience feeling without contact. The sixth sutta. The main content of this sutta is 1. Upava asks the Buddha about the origin of suffering, presenting 4 popular views of the time. 2. The Buddha responds that suffering is dependently arisen, emphasizing the importance of contact. 3. The Buddha points out that regardless of which view is held, the arising of suffering is inseparable from contact. 4. The Buddha emphasizes that it is impossible to experience feeling without contact. This teaching embodies the core idea of Buddhist dependent origination, namely that all phenomena, including suffering, are interdependent and mutually conditioned, rather than isolated or arising by chance. This sutta deeply explores the nature and cause of suffering, revealing the Buddha's profound insight into the human condition. Let's analyze it in detail. 1. The question raised. Upava presents 4 popular views on the origin of suffering: self-made, made by others, both self-made and made by others, and arising by chance. This reflects humanity's long-standing confusion and exploration of the origin of suffering. 2. The Buddha's answer. Instead of directly agreeing with or denying any of these views, the Buddha presents a new perspective. Suffering is dependently arisen, emphasizing the importance of contact. This embodies the core idea of Buddhist dependent origination. 3. The importance of contact. The Buddha repeatedly emphasizes the key role of contact in the arising of suffering. Contact here refers not only to physical contact, but also to psychological and cognitive contact. It is our basic way of interacting with the world. 4. The universality of dependent origination. The Buddha points out that regardless of what view people hold, the arising of suffering is inseparable from contact. This demonstrates the universal applicability of the law of dependent origination, transcending the differences between various philosophical views. For a detailed and vivid explanation of the 12 links of dependent origination, please refer to Saṃyutta Nikāya 12, Suttas 1 and 2, which will not be explained here again. 5. The nature of feeling. The Buddha emphasizes that it is impossible to experience feeling without contact. This reveals the nature of feeling. It is not an isolated psychological phenomenon, but the result of our interaction with the world. This sutta prompts us to think deeply about the nature of life and the meaning of human existence. 1. The universality of suffering. The sutta reminds us that suffering is neither accidental nor caused by a single factor. It is an inevitable result of our interaction with the world. This understanding helps us face suffering with a more peaceful attitude. 2. Personal responsibility and external influences. Although the Buddha does not directly support the view of self-made or made by others, by emphasizing contact, he points out the importance of interaction between individuals and the environment. This reminds us that we are neither the complete masters of our fate nor passive recipients of external circumstances. 3. The importance of awareness. Understanding the importance of contact, we can pay more attention to how we interact with the world. By cultivating mindfulness, we can better understand and control our feelings. 4. Transcending binary opposition. The Buddha's answer transcends the binary opposition of self-made and made by others, providing a more comprehensive and in-depth framework for understanding. This inspires us to view the world with a more open and inclusive attitude. 5. The possibility of liberation. Although suffering is dependently arisen, understanding this gives us the possibility to reduce suffering by changing how we interact with the world. This points us towards a path of liberation. 6. Cultivation of wisdom. The Buddha's teaching emphasizes the importance of understanding the truth. Only by seeing the essence through phenomena can we truly deal with the challenges in life. In conclusion, this sutta is not just a philosophical discourse, but also a practical guide. It invites us to deeply observe our own experiences, understand the nature of suffering, and through this understanding, change our way of life. It inspires us to reflect on our relationship with the world, cultivate mindfulness and wisdom, and ultimately transcend the bondage of suffering to attain true freedom and peace. This wisdom can not only help us deal with challenges in our personal lives, but also provide guidance for building a more harmonious and compassionate society.